Data types in MySQL. We do have three types of databases. First, string, second, numeric, third, date and time. Let's discuss about string. Here is a table of data type and their description. Char, a fixed length string, can contain letters, numbers, and special characters. The size parameter specifies the column length in characters can be from 0 to 255. Default is 1. Varchar, a variable length string can contain letters, numbers, and special characters. The size parameter specifies the maximum string length in characters can be from 0 to 65,535. Binary equal to char but stores binary byte strings. The size parameter specifies the column length in bytes. Default is 1. Second one is numeric. Here is the table for data type and their description. Beat, a beat value type. The number of beats per value is specified in size. The size parameter can hold a value from 1 to 64. The default value for size is 1. Tiny int, a very small integer. Signed range is from -128 to 127. Unsigned range is from 0 to 255. The size parameter specifies the maximum display width, which is 255. Bool. 0 is considered as false. Non-zero values are considered as true. Boolean equal to bool. Int, a medium integer. Signed range from -2147483648 to 2147483647. Unsigned range is from 0 to 4294967295. The size parameter specifies the maximum display width, which is 255. Integer equal to int. Big int, a large integer. Signed range is from 92233368547758808 to 92233368547758807. Unsigned range is from 0 to 18446744073709551615. The size parameter specifies the maximum display width, which is 255. Float, a floating point number. The total number of digits is specified in size. The number of digits after the decimal point is specified in the D parameter. Third one is date and time. Here is a table for data type and description. Date. Format should be in year, month, date. Date time. A date and time combination. Format should be in year, month, date, hour, minute, second. Adding default and on-update in the column definition to get automatic initialization and updating to the current date and time. Timestamp. Timestamp value are stored as the number of seconds since the Unix approach. Automatic initialization and updating to the current date and time can be specified using default current timestamp and on update current timestamp in the column definition. Time. A time format should be in hour, minute, second. Year. A year in 4-digit format. MySQL 8.0 does not support year in 2-digit format. Now we will learn complete query. In the previous lecture we learned about creating database, schema and table. Use database products underscore mk semicolon. Use schema bags semicolon. Create table types underscore of underscore bag bracket open id int comma type varchar 1000 bracket close semicolon. Insert into types underscore of underscore bags bracket open id comma type values one short bracket close semicolon. Insert into types underscore of underscore bags bracket open id comma type values two long bracket close semicolon. Insert into types underscore of underscore bags bracket open id comma type values one sling bag bracket close semicolon. Insert into types underscore of underscore bags bracket open id comma type values 3 wallet bracket closed semicolon. Insert into types underscore of underscore bags bracket open id comma type values 4 null bracket closed semicolon. Let's check the values of table. Now we will learn how to play with this table. This table have clause and their function. First, from. Function is choose and join tables to get base idea. Second, where. Filters the base idea. Third, group by. Aggregates the base idea. Fourth, having. Filters the aggregates idea. Fifth, select. Returns the final data. Sixth, order by, sorts the final data. Seventh, limit, limits the written data to a raw count. Here is an example of where clause which helps us to retrieve data from the entire row. Here is an example of order by clause by ASC which helps us to sort table using ascending order. Here is an example of order by DESC clause which helps us to sort tables by descending order. Group by. To clearly understand group by, let's first insert one more record. Insert into types underscore of underscore bags bracket open id comma type bracket closed values bracket open 1 comma small bag bracket closed semicolon. If you see one more record with same id is inserted, now let's write query for group by. Select id comma count open bracket star bracket closed from types underscore of underscore bags group by id semicolon. So if we observe in the above table to get the count of id, that is to get how many rows are present with id value 1, we use group by. So group by displays count of each id. As we have two rows with id is equals to 1, we will get count as 2. Similarly, rest ids have one rows, so it is displayed as 1. Here is an example of having clause. Having clause displays count greater than 1 values. Here is an example of AND clause. So in the above query, we have id is equals to 1, values 2 out of which using AND clause we have displayed only type is equals to small bag. Here is an example of OR clause. Select star from types underscore of underscore bags where id is equals to 2 or type is equals to sling bag semicolon. So in the above query, we have given id is equals to 2 or type is equals to sling bag. It means it has to retrieve both, so it is displaying both the values. Here is an example of not clause. So where we will retrieve the rows based on the condition given. Where not will remove the rows based on mentioned condition. So in the above query, it ignored short bag type and displayed all rows. Here is an example of is null. Is null retrieves all the rows having type as null value. Here is an example of not null. Is not null removes rows having type as null value. Here is an example of distinct clause. Actually, it has to display 6 rows, but we have given distinct id, means it won't count the double or triple values. it will get single value for ID column. Here is an example of top clause. It displays the 2, 3 values. Limit. Select star from products underscore mk dot bags dot types underscore of underscore bags limit 1 semicolon. Case statement. Select id, comma, type, comma, case when id is equals to 1 then leather semicolon. When id is equals to 2 then leather semicolon. When id is equals to 3 then jute semicolon. When id is equals to 4 then na end as quality from types underscore of underscore bags semicolon. Here is the result of case statement. Along with these, we do have function in MySQL which help to retrieve row or records easily in one line. The most commonly used MySQL aggregate function are minimum, returns the smallest value within the selected column. For an example, select mean open bracket id bracket closed from types underscore of underscore bags semicolon. Second one is maximum, which returns the largest value within the selected column. For an example, select max open bracket id bracket closed from types underscore of underscore bags semicolon. Third one is count, which returns the number of rows in a set. For an example, select count open bracket star close bracket from types underscore of underscore bags semicolon. Fourth one is sum, which returns the total sum of a numerical column. For an example, select sum open bracket id close bracket from types underscore of underscore bags semicolon. Fifth one is average, returns the average value of a numerical column. For an example, select average open bracket id close from types underscore of underscore bags semicolon. Rank, dense rank and row number. Along with these, we do have advanced function like rank, dense rank, row number function. Let's first talk about rank. Select id, comma, type, comma, rank, bracket open, bracket closed, over, bracket open, partition by id, order by id, bracket closed, as rank underscore fn from types underscore of underscore bags semicolon. So, using rank function, we can assign value. Suppose we do have id is equals to 1, 2 rows and you want to divide it based on type order by then rank defines as 2 rows 1, 2. Dense rank. Select id, type, dense underscore rank open bracket close bracket over open bracket partition by id order by type bracket closed as dense underscore rank underscore fn from types underscore of underscore bags semicolon. Dense rank is similar to rank function but definition is different. Row number. Select id, type, row underscore number, open bracket, close bracket, over, open bracket, partition by id, order by id, close bracket, as row underscore fn, from types underscore of underscore bags semicolon. If we observe in rank function, we did order by type, but in row, we did order by id itself. As we have two rows, it split it to 1, 2. It is easy if we want to retrieve on row underscore fn is equals to 1. Thank you for watching the video.